A desert camp in the Taklamakan Desert at night, with merchants gathered around a flickering campfire. The sky is dark with stars and sand dunes stretch endlessly. In the distance, a shadowy figure, Mei Ling, watches the camp from atop a rocky hill, observing a young merchant, Kasim, reading an ancient book. The atmosphere is tense and mysterious, with an eerie quiet. A dimly lit tent in the desert. A young merchant, Kasim, is sitting on a rug with a flickering oil lamp beside him, holding an ancient book. His face is focused and calm. In the shadows, a woman, Mei Ling, crouches, a dagger in her hand, preparing to strike. The atmosphere is heavy with tension, as if time has stopped in the moment before the confrontation. A close-up of a tense moment inside a tent. Mei Ling's dagger is inches away from Kasim's neck, but they are both staring into each other's eyes. Kasim's expression is calm, while Mei Ling's face shows hesitation. The atmosphere is charged with uncertainty, and the tent around them is dimly lit by a flickering oil lamp. A dark desert night as Mei Ling helps Kasim escape from their camp, sneaking past sleeping merchants. In the background, shadows of approaching figures, Zahir's men, are visible on horseback. The vastness of the desert and the glowing horizon add to the feeling of urgency and danger. Mei Ling is pulling Kasim through the sand dunes as the wind blows fiercely. Mei Ling and Kasim are riding horses across the desert, racing away from pursuing riders. The night is dark, and a storm is starting to brew. Arrows fly in the air, one narrowly missing Mei Ling. The desert stretches endlessly in all directions, with the riders barely visible in the distance, closing in. The atmosphere is chaotic and tense. A dark cave hidden in the sand dunes, where Mei Ling and Kasim have taken refuge. The walls of the cave are jagged and wet, with flickering firelight illuminating their faces. Mei Ling, injured, is sitting against the rock, while Kasim tends to her wounds. The mood is quiet but intense, with a sense of growing trust between them. A close-up of an ancient book held in Kasim's hands inside the cave. The book is covered in intricate symbols and glowing faintly in the darkness. Mei Ling watches intently, her eyes filled with curiosity and doubt. The surrounding cave is dark, with only the light from the book casting a mystical glow over them. A quiet moment by the desert night sky, where Kasim and Mei Ling share a tense conversation. Mei Ling stands apart, looking conflicted, while Kasim is seated on a rock, his face stoic. The stars above them shine brightly, but the desert around them feels cold and vast, symbolizing the emotional distance and the difficult choice ahead. A large, imposing fortress in the distance, with a dark, brooding sky above. Zahir's men on horseback are scattered across the desert, searching for Kasim and Mei Ling. Mei Ling is captured, her face defiant, while Kasim hides in the shadows. The atmosphere is tense as the pursuers grow closer and closer. A violent battle in a ruined desert city. Kasim and Mei Ling fight side by side against Zahir's men. Dust swirls in the air, and the ruins around them seem to come alive with the echoes of the past. Mei Ling is wielding a sword, while Kasim defends himself with a dagger. The tension is high, with a sense of finality in the air. Kasim stands alone under a dark sky, holding the glowing ancient book in his hands. Mei Ling stands a few feet away, her face full of conflict. In the distance, the ruins of the desert city are visible. The light from the book casts an eerie glow on their faces, and the atmosphere is heavy with the weight of Kasim's decision to destroy or keep the book. A beautiful but haunting view of the desert at dawn, with Kasim and Mei Ling walking into the vast expanse of sand. The ancient book is burned, and its ashes blow away in the wind. The scene is both peaceful and tragic, symbolizing the end of their journey but the beginning of an uncertain future.